The thing about level 3 reactivity is it's not about behavior anymore, it's about your dog's state of mind. At this point, their reactivity is no longer situational. It's habitual and it's emotional. Now, if your dog reacts to everything, this is the hardest level to overcome, but it's also the one that's going to teach you the most. This is the 5th video in the series of fixing reactivity from start to finish. We already talked about the full spectrum in previous videos, a level 1 and a level 2 deep dive. This is the level 3 deep dive. You want to check those out before you go forward. Now, I work with dogs like this all the time. These are dogs that cannot settle. They react to everything. They're constantly scanning the environment and they're constantly on edge. Now, a lot of these dogs have just been labeled aggressive or unpredictable or just wired this way. But when you actually break it down, this couldn't be further from the truth. So let's talk about level 3 reactivity and how to fix it step by step. Now, be honest, does it feel like your dog is always on? Like they can't relax, they're constantly looking for something to do? If that's the case, your dog might be a level 3 dog. Let me know and I can give you more information. The biggest mistake that people make in level 3 reactivity is that they only try to spot reduce the problem. For example, people try to fix their dog's reactivity on walks. They go outside, the dog reacts, they try to correct the reaction, they try to give them a treat out of it, they try to manage the situation, but the walk is not the problem. The walk is where the problem shows up. With level 3 dogs, the real issue is the dog's lifestyle, the dog's baseline state, and the dog's inability to regulate their emotions. If your dog is chaotic all day, they're absolutely gonna be chaotic outside. So guys, I know having a level 3 dog is not easy. I had one, my dog Booker was absolutely a level 3 dog, but I'm gonna talk about 6 steps right now that can help you improve this as soon as we can. Step 1, fix your dog's sleep schedule. Now, I know what you're thinking, what does this have to do with anything with their reactivity on leash? Well, it couldn't be more connected, actually. Most level 3 dogs don't rest properly. They follow their owner constantly. They react to every noise that happens, and they stay in a constant state of stimulation. They're always looking to do something. When a dog lives like this, their nervous system is completely overloaded. First things first, with these dogs, you gotta teach calm. You're gonna have to make them choose calm because these dogs don't wanna choose it right now. That means structured crate time. That means tethering. That means intentional place work. You're gonna have to force downtime on these dogs. These dogs would rather do anything else other than relax and turn their brains off, but they need your help. You need to coach them a lot hands-on in the beginning to help them turn their brain off and actually choose relaxation. Because a dog that cannot regulate at home will absolutely not relax outside. Step number 2, build fulfillment for your dog, not just exercise. A lot of people think a tired dog is a good dog. All I need to do is tire my dog out and then they're going to be good to go. This is where all of my daycare goers and all my previous clients who come in with daycare dogs, I can tell right away because these dogs only know how to chill out when they're completely exhausted. But quite frankly, that's not enough. That's not what dogs need, especially a level 3 reactive dog. They need way more than this. They need structured outlets for their energy. And that includes obedience work, building engagement, playing games with your dog like tug or structured fetch. You can do food-based problem solving, and you need breed-specific outlets. Fulfillment gives dogs direction. Without it, they often look for something to do, and that's most likely going to become reactivity. Before we go any further, tell me, what does your dog do all day long? Are they constantly looking to follow you around? Are they pacing around the house? Are they bouncing from family member to family member looking for affection? Are they barking in the windows all day? Do they have any structure at all to their day? Or are they just kind of going about life doing whatever they please all day long? This is going to tell us a lot about your dog's state of mind. Step number 3, fix the house before the walk. Now, I know this might not make sense right away, but I promise you this is the way to address this. I know you're thinking my dog's reacting on the leash. That's when I have the most issues with them and I can't control them, but the problem starts with what you allow in the house. Inside the house, most level 3 reactive dogs are following their owners everywhere, barking out the window all day, reacting to every sound in the environment, constantly demanding attention and affection, and living with way too much freedom. And then outside, you expect them to be calm and make good decisions, and it just doesn't work that way. You need structure inside the house first. Boundaries, clarity, calm expectations. And once your dog's able to consistently do that inside, you're gonna notice how much easier your dog is to manage outside. Step number 4, lower your dog's baseline before we do work around their triggers. You absolutely cannot throw a level 3 reactive dog into chaos and expect progress. These dogs need to decompress first. These dogs are overwhelmed, they're stressed out. They need way more decompression before we jump into the trigger work. This means quieter environments, more space, less pressure, slower exposure to their triggers. Because most of these dogs are like a level 7, 8, 9 all the time in terms of stress. Of course, they're able to hit a 10 and explode very, very quickly. We need to lower that baseline down. Step 5, you need to rebuild trust in you as the handler. Guys, this is absolutely huge. Most of these level 3 dogs have absolutely zero trust in their handler to handle the environment appropriately. So these dogs feel the need to take over the situation. The thing about leadership people don't understand is that role is going to be filled. If it's not you, it's going to be your dog. Your dog is going to take over and just make decisions. You're not going to like their decisions. This is where so much of reactivity stems from for so many dogs, is they have no trust in their owner, so they're just saying, I'll handle it. I have to. You're not going to. You need to show your dog, I've got control of this. I will handle the situation. I understand you. I will lead you to success. So that means before your dog explodes, you create space for them. You don't put them in bad situations in general. You advocate for their needs so they don't have to advocate for them. And you give clear direction. Leadership is not just about correction. It's about better decision making and showing your dog that you can and will control situations. Step 6, controlled exposure and clear communication. Once you've done all of that, steps 1 through 5, now we can start working your dog around their triggers. But it must be done slowly and it must be done under control. You need distance, you need short sessions, you need predictable setups, and you need clear communication. When the dog starts to build towards their trigger, they start loading up on it, we interrupt, we redirect, and then we reward the right decision. That's why so many dogs do so well here at my facility, because we can give them that controlled environment. It's so hard for reactive dog owners to find situations to work with their reactive dog without it being total chaos. Your neighborhood, most likely chaos. A park, most likely chaos. Here, we control the environment, we set them up around dogs that make good decisions and are gonna make our reactive dogs' lives easier, and we put in the work here, controlled setup. That's why it works. So you can see that there's a lot of the same steps here as level 2, but you're gonna need more time and you're gonna need more patience. These dogs are going through it. They need your support and they need your patience. This type of stuff takes time. I know I had that level 3 dog. It took me months of being very consistent with my dog Booker, but I'm telling you, there is no better feeling in the world than helping your reactive dog become neutral and less stressed in every environment. Because remember, at this point, you're not just fixing leash behavior. You are changing habits, you are changing the mindset, you're changing the nervous system, and you're changing your lifestyle, how you live day to day with your dog. And that just simply doesn't happen overnight. Level 3 dogs are not broken. They're not a lost cause. They're just overwhelmed. They've learned to live in a very reactive state of mind because no one has shown them an alternative option. So if this sounds like your dog, slow down, fix your foundation, be consistent. Because once you change your dog's state of mind, getting them from that reactive state of mind constantly to choosing calmness, slowing their minds down, everything else starts to change, including the behavior on the leash. If this video helped you at all, please like it, share it with everybody. It helps me reach more reactive dog owners that need help. As always, if you're looking for real, no bullshit training content that actually works, subscribe to the channel. I want you to be here. I'm the Big Dog Guy, and I'll see you in the next one.